Alright, sitting here on a, happens to be a frame, is a wiring harness to this project, and typically with wiring harnesses in trucks of this condition are in pretty decent shape for the most part, and this one is probably typical. It's more dirty than it is hacked into. Is that right? It's got some issues. This is the rear wiring harness right here. It's already been retaped. We take the tape off and do an inspection. This is the old wiring harness. This is a new, quote-unquote new one, but we take all the fittings, clean them up, and then retape the whole thing in a high-quality 3M tape, and that's what's going on here with the rear. Somebody has cut into it right here, it looks like, at some point in time, and that's why this is all kind of exposed to some degree. But the good news is it's not that bad, and it looks a little on the dirty side, but it's because it's dirty. It's just the way it is. So we'll go through. The neat thing about this is when you go through a wiring harness, Hank at this point certainly can do it, but you can go and pick plugs and you can understand that plug right there is a hazard plug, or one might be a, let's see, that one's probably a wiper plug, or which is that one?
Yeah, wipers.
Yep. So certain plugs do certain things. We come over here. We have obviously fasten seatbelt. You have the lights, you have a flasher, you have the fuse panel. So we're going through and just paying some extra special attention to that to make sure everything's in fine condition, rebuilding it, soldering in and heat shrinking new wire where need be. But again, this is in fairly decent condition, so it doesn't require a lot of labor to make it look nice. Looks, I guess, are important, but also make it function, because it already functions really well. As an FYI, any white wire with a black stripe on a Land Cruiser is a ground strap or a ground wire, and there's several of those throughout here. So that's it. On to the next thing.